Well, hello everybody. This is Christine Bertram coming to you from the Cards by Christine studio here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. I'm going to be making a wedding card with you today that focuses using the First Frost stamp set and framelits. So we're going to be using some of the flowers out of here, and then we're pulling in Beautiful Bouquet to use some sentiments from here, and we're going to be pulling in about 5-6 of the framelits from this set. So if you don't have that, contact me today because you are definitely going to want to add that to your wish list on your next order. So this is a good note card and envelope kit. In the holiday catalog, they have gold and they have silver. It comes with 20 card bases and 20 envelopes. And again, you can choose either gold or silver, and they're very reasonably priced. And so what happens is you have this envelope, and it's got this gold foil on it. And you have your card base, which is a traditional 8.5 by 5.5, and it's already scored for you. So all you have to do is fold that in half. Use your bone folder to give it a nice crease, just like that. And all the pieces I have here are some Merry Merlot for our banner. We have some, I have some of these pre-cut already because you need 3 leaves. We've got some gold foil paper in here. We have the First Frost Designer Series paper, and we've got some Whisper Bright scraps for our flowers and the sentiment. Okay, so now that we have that folded, I'm going to pull in the triple banner punch. The triple banner punch is a punch that punches either 1 inch, 1.5, or 2 inches. And you can see that this is 1 inch by 6, and that's going to fit right in there nicely. Okay, so what you're going to do is scoot that all the way in there, and you put this one all the way to the end. And then what I'm going to do is see where I'm at with this. Okay, so I don't need to cut that much off on this side. So when I go to do the other side, what I'm going to do is not put it so far in there. I'm actually going to only put it up to where I can see my ends and then punch that. So you can see that you can put it in as far as pull it back. So you can see I have different amounts there. Okay, so that's perfect for our banner. I did pop up my ends with dimensionals. So I'm going to grab 2 of those and put 1 on each side here. I am sorry about my light. I don't know what's happening, but it's deciding to go on and off like I have a ghost in the house. I'm not quite sure, but it just started with this card, and I'm just going to go with it, and we're just going to make do. So when it goes out, you're just going to hear a click, and then I'm going to bring it right back on. It's so weird. Okay, so that's our base and our banner on the top. Then I'm going to set this off to the side and pull in, I have a piece here for the Happy Wedding Day, and then I have a piece for these 2 flowers. So let's do our 2 flowers next. So we're going to pull in Calypso Coral, and we're going to ink up the big flower with that. So I'm going to just put 1 off to the side here. And then as long as you have that open, I always stamp my inside to match my outside. So as long as you've got it open, just go ahead and stamp a flower in there. Then if you like to decorate your envelope, go ahead and ink that up as well. We're going to put 1 right in our bottom left corner here on the side where you address it. Okay, so that's done. Then we're going to pull in our Merry Merlot ink. We're done with our envelope. We're going to pull in the Merry Merlot. This is the new compact case. This is going to pop open like this. And we're going to go ahead and stamp 1 of these guys right there. Then as long as we're at it with that ink, we're going to go ahead and stamp our sentiment right in the middle. Okay, and that says, wishing you a day of love and happy memories. All right, so that's it on that. I don't know. I feel bad, you guys. We'll have to see how this video turns out. Maybe it won't be so good, but we're going to keep going. If the light goes out, we're just maybe going to let it be. So that's our card base, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to grab my scissors and cut these apart like that so they're ready. I've already got 2 leaves, so I got to get 1 more leaf there. I've already got 1 of these gold guys, so I need 1 more. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to emboss the Happy Wedding Day. So I have my Versamark pad here. Whenever you do embossing, you want to use a Versamark pad. Look at the light just came on by itself. So we have here Happy Wedding Day. Whenever you use embossing powder, I like to use an embossing buddy. Stampin' Up! Has that. It's just chalk, and it's like a powdery pillow. And so what happens when you put this down, it helps get rid of any static electricity, and it helps to get any stickiness off of there. So what's going to happen is the Versamark is a highly pigmented pad. Super ooper duper goopy. Did you catch all that? Super ooper duper goopy. And what it does is it makes whatever you've stamped sticky there. And you pull in your embossing powder. And I have a little container I keep mine in with a little spoon. And you're going to pour your embossing powder. Do you see how little I have left here? I'm almost out. And my shipment that just came today, it's sitting by my door, is full of embossing powder. I got an extra one. So do you see that? What happens is these are teeny tiny pieces of plastic pellets, and they stick to wherever you stamped. And the object now is to heat this up, and it melts. And so what I do is I put my embossing powder away, and this is an embossing gun that Stampin' Up! Has. And what you do is you put this over the top, and what you'll see is it starts to melt. Right there, you can see it starting to melt. You want to be careful not to hurt your finger. So as I do one side, then I move over to hold it on the other side. You can see it starting to melt. Once the whole thing is done and shiny, then you know you've got it embossed. Look at that. This is what got me hooked on stamping 17 years ago. I embossed something at a friend's house, and it was like hook, line, and sinker for me. There's no going back. So now that that's embossed, we have all of our pieces ready to cut out. So I'm going to bring in the Big Shot, and we're going to use all of these framelits to cut out. So give me a second. I'm going to pull the Big Shot in. Okay, and I don't know, that light is going so crazy. So we have our Happy Wedding Day. We have the outer edge. We have a gold piece here. We need another leaf. Oh my goodness, I think we're going to fit it all on here. That would be amazing. Okay, so here we have one leaf. So he's going to go here. The red goes here, and that's going to go on like that. Now this is a super skinny one. This, I think they made it so skinny to layer it in the inside of here to cut out a little edge. So that one, I'm going to pull in my low tack artist tape because I don't want this guy moving around on me. Okay, so there's that one. We need one more of these gold ones, so he's going to go over there. The flower is going to go right here, so that turned out really good. And then we have another flower using this big die. Okay, super cool. So everything fits on here. And because of this one, I'm going to do a round trip. And I'm only going to do it over there and back. And then I'm going to do it again, just so he gets some extra squish and extra loving. Okay, so I'm going to pull this back in here. Okay, we've got our third leaf here. So that's done. We've got a flower here. We've got a flower here. We've got our label. We've got our second label that goes on top of that. And we have our gold. So let's see what happened here. So sometimes that'll start to pop out, but in this case it didn't. So you just use your pokey tool, and that pulls right out. Look at how easy those cut. I love it when framelits work that nicely. Okay, so then all of our scraps I'm just throw away. Put that there. Get this out of the way. So we've got our card ready to assemble. And first, we can go ahead and glue the white piece onto the Mary Merlot piece. Look at that light, just pops in and out. We'll see, I'll have to go back and watch to see how bad it is. But if I don't decide to change it, thanks for hanging in there with me. Yeah. Okay, so there's that one. Now our flowers are popped up here. So I'm going to put a couple dimensionals behind this flower like that. this one, I'm only going to put a dimensional on the left-hand side like that. You'll see why in a little bit. I don't know if you can see it on this card, but I do have a little bit of sparkle using the Stella pen. So it's easy just to use the Stella right away instead of trying to do it once it's on your card. So I'm going to go ahead and Stella that right away. Look at that. I just opened up the Stella the other day, so it is fresh. It is very glitterific right now. Okay, so there's this. How a Stella works is it's full of this glittery liquid, and when you need more, there's a word push here and a word push here, and what you do is you squeeze those, and more of the liquid will come down into the barrel. I do store these upright so that they're not constantly having the opportunity to leak out of the tip. So I store it in my little box like that, upright. Okay, so we've got our leaves done. And so what we've got going on here is like one leaf is up here, one is here, and we have a gold thing right there. Okay, so that's kind of how that looks. So what I think I'm going to do is pull in some of my tear and tape to help me out with this, and I'm going to put that right here. So I had this kind of laid exactly how I wanted it. So once I've got that tear tape on, I'm going to go ahead and push down, and that will pick those up. Then what I'm going to do is on this side, this is going to kind of go over the top of this, and it's going to look something like that. So I've got it positioned. So pull the tear tape and put some right there. Now what happens is the harder you press on that, the easier it is to pick that off. So once you've got that kind of positioned where you want it, it's going to go something like that. Okay, so we got that down. Now I do have the whole thing popped up with dimensionals, and those are right here. So then I'm going to put one there, one here, there, and for good measure, I'm going to put one right in the middle. Okay, and go ahead and pick these off, and they're going to go right onto our card front. There's the light. Okay, this is going to go right about like so. Cool. Now we're going to have our flowers on next. So this is the Calypso Coral one. That's going to go off in the corner here. Oh, so do you see what kind of happened there? I think that they're not out far enough. So we're going to try to finagle tooth this. That's my terminology. We're going to pull that back up, and I'm going to try to pull these off and pull them out just a hair. Something like that, because that will give us the ability to get that flower on there so that you're gonna see more of the leaves. Okay, so something like let's see what that looks like, and then this flower will go here. Now I only did a dimensional on the left side of this because this side's kind of resting on top of something that's already popped up. So in that case, what I would do is just put a little dot of liquid glue. We're going to put that like that. Wow, that actually turned out. Sometimes it doesn't work so well to like pull stuff back and rip it apart, but in that case it did. All right, so then I've got some gold pearls. They come in a pack of silver and gold. Silver and gold. And what you can do is put one up there, one next to it, and then we'll pull in a third one because everything's better in threes. And there you go. Happy wedding day. And we've got our inside done, wishing you a day of love and happy memories. We've got our leaves stellaed. We used again Calypso Coral and Mary Merlot using gold embossing powder. So first frost. Beautiful card for a fall wedding. Could be even a spring wedding. So this beautiful bouquet is an absolutely awesome set. There is congratulations, happy birthday, happy wedding day, thanks a bunch, happy anniversary, and then some inside sentiments. So I'd call this an innie and an outie set. So you have all those words coupled with all these awesome, beautiful bouquet pieces to make stems. There's a jar set that would go great with this set. So, all right, so that's that. If you have any questions, you can email me at chrismbertram@msn.com. And my Facebook page is Cards by Christine. You can find me online at cardsbychrisb.com. I thoroughly enjoyed stamping with you today. I hope that my light issue wasn't such a big deal, but it was my last video for the day, and I thought we might as well go ahead and make it work. So, all right, I'm signing out. You guys have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.